Now let's learn a specific technique for a specific poem. Let's combine haiku poetry with melody. I'm going to use a haiku poem written by a Japanese poet named Basho from the 17th century. I'm going to need to use headphones for this project. The microphone is built in on the lid of the computer. Open up a new music project in GarageBand. Select the first instrument, then click the Information button. Choose an appropriate instrument. In the lower left-hand corner, click on the plus, then create a new instrument, and select Real Instrument Track. On the LCD panel at the bottom, click on the little eighth note on the left and change it from Measure View to Project View. Then change the tempo. The starting tempo is 120. For this project, I'm changing mine to a slower speed of 80. Control menu, make sure the metronome is turned on. Select the green track, which is the software track, and in the window menu, select Musical Typing to bring up the musical typing keyboard. Select the recording button and type in your notes, one note per syllable of the poem. In the case of haiku, I'm typing in 5 notes, and then 7 notes, and then 5 more notes. Click on the spacebar to stop the recording, and then hit the Information button to close up the information window. Grab the loop and drag it all the way to the left to the beginning of the song. Double-click the loop to bring up the Edit window. Select all of the notes by dragging and selecting, and then choose to quantize them by clicking on this button. The button that says None, when you click it, has options for making the notes rhythmically perfect. I'm choosing a value of 1/8 note for rounding off. Now select all the notes once again and grab the front end of the very first note and drag it all the way to the left so that the notes start at the beginning of the loop. Then select the loop button, which will create a yellow bar above the top track, and then adjust the yellow bar so that it's the same length as the loop on your software instrument. Now select the other track, your voice track, click on the record button, and narrate your poem in sync with the notes from your first track. When it finishes the first loop, it'll go back and loop it a second time, so narrate your poem again a second time right on top of the first one. Do this a third time and even a fourth time or more. Do this as many times as needed to get the kind of a recording where your poem is in sync with the melody that you created. When you're finished, click on the spacebar to stop recording. Then, by clicking on the loop, the blue loop, you can select take 1, take 2, take 3, and listen to each one to find the very best one. Once you've selected your best example, keep that and extend the top loop out to a total of 3 repetitions. If the original loop is 5 measures, then the total loop will be 15 measures long. Then pull the recording of your voice into the middle segment. So your song will have music at the beginning, music at the end, and a section in the middle where the music is in sync with the words of your haiku poem. Now, export your song by going up to the Share menu and selecting Export Song to Disk. Save it as an MP3 file into your server folder. Temple bells die out, the fragrant bells remain. A perfect evening.